It is a beautiful Saturday for Hearts, but now it's over to Rangers to make it a beautiful Sunday and keep the Edinburgh club top of the table. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Hearts have done half the job. They've defeated Livingston by 2-1 away from home at Livingston. Tough place to go, but they went there, they got the winner late on, and now they need that team that is utter crap. That team for Glasgow, and no, not the one in green, the one in blue. We need that team to actually turn up tomorrow and do us a favour, and that favour would be beat Celtic and keep the Jambos top of the Scottish Premiership after 4 games and leading in to the international break.
No chance in hell. There's nothing like that's going to happen tomorrow. Rangers will not win, so do not get your hopes up, Jambos. Alright, the Bear part of the Jambo Bear title is going to have to be diminished because, let's face facts, man. Look at the state of Russell. The team's already been leaked today.
Well, I did say last week that Hearts would beat Livy, Rangers would beat Celtic, Hearts would go back top of the table, so I'm sticking by that. I've got to have faith. I've got to believe it can happen.
Well, I'm glad you believe. What I would do if I was you, I would accept the 24 hours, less than 24 hours that you're on top. You can go to sleep tonight knowing, you know what, my team's top of the table. Because the chances are, when it comes to Sunday night, they won't be. Because Russell Martin, it's over, man. I said this in my match preview, right? I genuinely believe Rangers' season will play out better if we lose tomorrow and he gets sacked than if we win and he stays. That's how desperate it's got.
Is that what you're hoping for?
No, it's not what I'm hoping for. We need to win, but at the same time, I actually... do you not agree with me, kinda? If Martin goes at 9 points, to me it's better with him staying at 3. And that sums up how bad he is.
I mean, you got to factor in how far could they be behind if they lose. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the best team in Scotland, the champions-elect, the champions-to-be. Top of the table Hearts. So... yeah, listen, people not happy at half-time. Livingston were winning, and rightfully so. Look, I think the only game so far, at least when it comes to the league, the only game that Hearts have actually showed up in the first half was against Aberdeen. And I'm beginning to think that's just purely based on the fact that Aberdeen are shite.
Yeah.
But when I look at the other games, Dundee United went into half-time 2-1 down, had to make changes, had to come back in that game to win it 3-2. Last week... were shocking in the first half. Could have been more than 1 goal behind. And then went quickly 3-0 behind the second half before a lot of changes being made. Brought it back to 3 each. And then today, 1-0 down again. Not playing great. Livy had a decent chance to go 2-0 up before the break. And once again, we got McInnes making the changes at half-time. And those changes were enough. So that is now the last 3 games. Hearts have been trailing at the break, and in those 3 games, 2 of them they managed to come back and win, and the other game they managed to come back and get a draw. And if you're trailing at half time, you're not going to win that many games. I don't care who you are. If you're giving yourselves 45 minutes just every single week to turn a deficit into a
minimum of 2 goals, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, you're not going to. That's not title winning form. That's not going to be your winning. And I think Hearts have done pretty well this season to get away with it.
No, you're right. I'd agree with that.
To be 2-1 down against Dundee United and come back and win, done a good job. Today, done a good job. Motherwell 3-0 down, about half an hour to go. Less than half, they were down and out. Motherwell playing great, nobody gave them a chance. So, listen, unbeaten. And you've got to at least admire the whole never give up sort of attitude. Fight to the death, pick as many points up as you can, but... it is a little bit worrying how McInnes seems to be constantly, I would say, getting the personnel wrong, getting the team wrong, and then making the adjustments at half time. And it depends if you're half glass full, half empty kind of guy. You can spin it both ways. You can say, well, I mean, Hearts are coming back, they're making the changes required to get the results, but you could also argue that the fact that they're having to make these changes drastically at half time is showing that they're getting it wrong to begin with. So, yeah, listen, happy to win, but...
well, that's the way I'd spin it, right? Is there not a case? We're talking about how shite Rangers are and they can only get better. Celtic the same. Is there not a case that, here, maybe this ain't the best Hearts can be? Maybe...
no, if Hearts start getting it right from the beginning, then maybe we'll start putting these teams away and we won't have to be waiting until the second half to, get back into the game and get in front. But, yeah, no, listen, I think... have we had the ease... It's not been the easiest start to the campaign, right? But I can openly admit it's not been the hardest. And if people will say, oh, it was pretty difficult, you're playing 2 top 6 teams. I think Aberdeen and Dundee United are a lot weaker this season than they were last season. But if you offered me 10 points, I would have taken that. 10 out of 12, 100%, I would have taken that. So I'm happy enough.
Yeah, I think some people are just blinded by the fact that, oh, you want 4 out of 4. I think Hearts need to realise where the level is. Of course you want 4 out of 4, but realistically, winning like your first 4 games this season, it kind of reserved for one team, you know. And I wish I could say fucking Rangers did it regularly, but we don't. Fucking, I don't know the last time Rangers won the first game of the season.
Hell,
we automatically put you in the back foot.
If you offered me 8 points, I'd have probably taken it. 2 wins and 2 draws. So to be on 10, I'm happy with. And you know what? We actually had chances to win that Motherwell game, so.
Yeah. But let's get into this game. Lewis Smith, he got brought down by Finlay. I don't think it was a penalty. But then Shankland found Braga after it. And you know what? Braga's good, but he's missing a few opportunities. He misses one later on. But Lewis Smith gets up for his penalty, puts it into the bottom right-hand corner. Sander Clark taking pelters all season. Was he at fault for this one?
I think so.
He's no good enough.
It's the near post. He doesn't get down quick enough. I've always liked Sander Clark. I've always praised him. But he's having a bad run of form here. And maybe it is worrying, but we've seen Hearts linked to a goalkeeper recently, and I can understand why. There was a period of time where I thought that was the last position we needed to upgrade on, but in fact, Sander Clark seems to be getting worse, and Craig Gordon will ultimately be gone soon, so yeah, that position is a bit worrying. But yeah, I think that he should have been down quicker. Although I think he did he was hurt earlier in the game. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Maybe that had slowed his reaction time down.
Has he been hurt all season?
Well, I mean, maybe, but
here he saved Yengi's shot, and yes, it's not the shite Aberdeen Yengi, but apparently shite runs in the family because this guy's not that good. I mean, is he better than his brother? Potentially, but at least he saved his shot. But that took us into half-time. And then coming out from the break, Braga. Great header, man. Thumping header, 1-1. Braga's been a good signing.
No, Braga has been. Cross as well for Kizaridas was really good. And Braga was there, 6-yard box, just to nod it home. Good finish, giving the keeper no chance. And then Hearts, I thought at this point, really did take over the game.
I thought Egu looked good.
Yeah, the new record transfer signing. Have we got an update on that price yet?
Undisclosed. I hate undisclosed, right? That needs scrapped.
I don't think there's any reason for a transfer fee to ever be undisclosed.
Because both teams, the selling team, the buying team, will know what the fee is. So therefore, why can't we know?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't that kind of just go against like the financial fair play and all this stuff? I mean, doesn't that need to be disclosed? I don't get it. But anyway, he did look alright. Hearts had he was through on goal. He had an opportunity. He takes a shot as he's falling, and the ball kind of almost like clips off his other foot, hits the goalkeeper, and just lands perfectly into the path of Braga, who has been really good so far since joining Hearts. And for about 7-8 yards out, open net, he's hit the post. And I get it. He was being closed down by the defender, but you have to score these. You have to score these.
He does, but you know what, man? This is the defender got back. I think if he puts it unless it's placed perfectly, I think the defender probably gets it.
Great ball over the top for Shankland, which never really got spoken about. No, fantastic ball over to Egu. So that was a really good lobbed over through ball from Shankland. And then towards the end of the game, it was more Hearts putting the pressure on. Livy tried to play it for the back. I think a pass that just had way too much power on it. Ends up taking it. I think it was Silla. Plays a pass forward, hits off his own man. It lands to Shankland, who lays it off to Kizaridas, and he's got a bit of space in front of him, to be honest, and I thought the correct thing would have been to actually take a few touches, get closer to goal, and then go for the shot, but Kizaridas decides to hit it first time, and it's a great finish right into the corner. I mean, I think that was brave, 91st minute. If he doesn't score this, people are going to think, what's he doing? Why is he not taking a touch? Why has he not got closer to goal? But he's decided to hit it first time just outside the box, and he's put it right into the corner. Keeper couldn't get down quick enough. Great finish, 2-1. Livingston put a bit of pressure on. Stevie May got through on goal, but he was offside, wouldn't count it. And then they got a corner late on, and it was headed wide. I think it might have been by Danny Wilson. That was the last chance of the game. Probably should have scored. It was a free header in the box.
Where was all the Livy fans, guys? When you've got them doing sports scene here, right, and there's the same amount of Livy fans after the game's ended than there was during the game. It's embarrassing. It was all Hearts fans.
Yep, not good, but Hearts got the win. That is good. What did Derek McInnes have to say? Well, he said after the game, quote, "I thought we were absolutely fine in the game in the first half. We set up to nullify Livingston's threat, but one shot on goal and they scored. It was too simplistic. That goal against us, we didn't play with enough purpose or intention in the first half. As soon as we went behind, we looked a bit ordinary and a bit spooked. We started the second half like an absolute train. We never really let up. The game became top start. I got fed up hearing the referee's whistle. It seemed like every tackle was a foul. We missed that brilliant chance with Braga against the post, but I felt like it was coming, and Kizaridis came up with it." End of quote. Did you hear that interview from Derek McInnes last week, where the interviewer was like, "Is the ball burst?" And he's like, "Nah, my ball's no burst. Nothing's burst here."
No, I didn't hear it.
I need to get that audio clip. It was great.
No, I didn't hear it. But yeah, I think Derek McInnes handles himself pretty well in interviews. He's got a bit of banter about him, but a bite as well. He's joking today about Braga. He's like, thankfully we didn't need to bring up his miss. But see, that's what I like, man. A manager can have a wee bit of banter. None of this stern-faced fucking, depressing bastard.
You got someone in mind? Current Rangers manager, maybe?
Well, I wouldn't say Russell Martin's depressing. I just think he's a prick.
Well, I don't think McInnes is a prick, and I don't think Braga and Kizaridis are pricks, because they helped Hearts go top of the table today with a 2-1 win.
Can Rangers help you, though?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for.
Somebody said, they phoned in the radio and said that Motherwell are going to be fighting for top 3. Now, they are undefeated so far, right?
Yeah, but they're just not winning games. I mean, the fact that they've played well in all 4 games and not picked up a single win, that's worrying. Very worrying, in fact.
So you're not worried about them?
No, I think top 6 maybe.
Does the team with the crown not need to worry about Motherwell?
No, listen, there's nothing. Top 3, no. I don't think they've got enough cutting edge. I mean, realistically, you can say what you want about Rangers, but they'll be battling for top 3. Yeah, I mean, we can all sit here and laugh and say, "Oh, they're in the bottom 6 and they'll be in a relegation battle." But for me, top 4 teams in the league this season will be Hearts, Celtic, Hibs and Rangers, in whatever order you want. But
Hearts have scored 4 more goals than Celtic. That's not bad.
Yeah, it is, but
it's 6 more though.
Yeah, so a draw will take Celtic top of the table tomorrow. So yeah, what we need is a Rangers win, and not just a Rangers skeleton would be nice.
I'd just take a 1-0 win, man. I'm not bothered if we win 6. Well, actually, I would love it, but it's not going to happen.
I would have took a draw if our goal difference was better. But
aye, but you can't be doing that, man.
So we need the Rangers win, and we'll see what happens. But
Rangers are undefeated.
In the same boat as Motherwell and Kilmarnock. I mean, it's going to be very interesting tomorrow. You got the Dundee derby as well. You got Falkirk and Aberdeen. I feel like I feel like there's some massive games going on here. Dundee United, very good to start the season, but then they quickly got knocked out the League Cup. Hearts came back and turned that second half around. Then they got knocked out of European football. If they lose that Dundee derby tomorrow against a Stephen Presley side that no one rates and thinks are going down, all of a sudden I think there's big pressure on Jim Goodwin, because what started off as a pretty good start to the season has turned into absolute gash. You've got Falkirk and Aberdeen. If Falkirk win, they put themselves 4 points ahead of Aberdeen. Aberdeen could finish Sunday night with no points and no goals to start the season. That would be an absolute disaster. Surely Jimmy Thielman would be under pressure. You've got tomorrow. You've got Hibernian taking on St Mirren. Should be another good game there as well. 2 very solid teams. Hibernian want to keep the pressure on at the top, and St Mirren have yet to pick up a victory. So, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like we're a decent part into this. I know it's early days, but there's only 4 teams we win so far. That's mental.
Man, no, that is mad.
And I know not everyone's played 4. Hell, some people haven't even played 3 games yet, but that's, it's been a strange start to the season. I think there's so many variables tomorrow, though, that it's just the table could look so different depending on what actually happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Rangers there's a possibility Rangers could finish tomorrow in 3rd place, but there's also a possibility tomorrow that Rangers could finish the table, I believe, as low as 10th, I want to say.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, that's not even beyond the stretch of imagination here. Rangers lose to Celtic tomorrow. All it would take is anyone to win the Dundee derby and Falkirk to beat Aberdeen, or even St Mirren to beat Hibs, and before you know it, Rangers are dropping 2 or 3 places. So mental. But like I said, if they win, they can go third. So Hibs, technically, if they win tomorrow, they could find themselves 2 points behind Celtic if Rangers win with a game in hand. Hibs could, be looking at the same situation as Hearts. So I'm sitting here saying that, I want Rangers to beat Celtic, so Hearts are top of the table. Hibs will be thinking, if Rangers beat Celtic, Hibs will be thinking, we win our 2 games in hand, we're joint top with Hearts.
I think Hibs will be a wee bit depressed though from Thursday.
No, I think they will be, but listen, I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great day of football tomorrow, and I cannot wait for it.
Because you're top, you've nothing to worry about. You can sit there and just watch the jobbers fight.
Yeah, I know, but if we watch Celtic scalp Rangers, then we won't be top for much longer, will we?
Probably. What time do you think then? About 3 minutes past 12? Is that what it's going to last to?
Quarter past. When will Hearts relinquish their status as the top of the table?
Is there going to be a helicopter with Ibrox for the crown? Flying Jam Tart or something?
I don't know, a helicopter maybe with Stevie G in it.
Absolutely, but
he could zip line down the helicopter.
Denmark, Scotland on Friday. Denmark and Belarus in the next couple of days. That is bogging, isn't it?
Friday. You gotta love it, don't you? Work. Shite.
Steve Clark, man.
Right, guys, I've been offered redundancy for the second time in the space of 5 months. Do I take it? Do I live the life that Big Stevie Cool's living? This life of freedom. Wake up in the mansion every day. Room service, 3rd floor. Just sit and talk shite all day, or do you sit away and be a slave for the man? What do you do?
No, what you do, you demand that Fog Football's audience give you the exact amount as your redundancy, so it gets doubled in super chats, and you're looking pretty good. That's not too hard, is it? That's a fair request.
Don't think anyone's going to send a few grand, are they? To be fair.
But you know what you can do? You can hit the join button and you become a member. Supporter, Championship, or Premiership.
If you don't want to hit the join button, can you?
Let's be real. If you have aspirations to win the league title, why would you want to be in the Championship?
That's true.
You need to click the Premiership option.
If you're skint and you don't want to hit the join button, can you at least hit the like button?
Aye.
And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, then what the hell are you doing with your life? Seriously.
No, this is the greatest channel on earth.
Anyway, listen, you guys want it. The Aberdeen career, listen, there will be career mode coming. There'll be Football Manager content coming, so make sure you're in those channels. Make sure you're in those tiers.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not buying EA Sports 26. I'm retired.
I'll buy it then.
No, I won't be playing it. I might do a co-op thing, but I won't be doing it on my channel.
Listen, if people subscribe and they want the career mode, they're getting it.
Aye, on our channel. I've no issue with that. But I'm not buying it, and I'm not playing it for my own channel. It's pish.
Well, what I'm subscribing to is Hearts are top of the table. Get it right up, yous.